beautiful calm evening it is today on the beautiful Isle of Arran. We've got a fog out there today across the sea, and where else other than in Scotland or these remote islands can you stand amongst all the wild animals? Look at this. These are not park swans guys, they're not your park estate swans. These are wild mute swans. And also all around me I've got seals as far as the eye can see. I've got all these swans here, no more than a few feet away from me. They're not bothered with me. These wild swans, got seals all up the coast, and there's loads more swans here behind me. They are all around me in this lovely camp. Only in Scotland you can get this close to nature. Don't get too close to them, you don't want to spook them. These beautiful, I think they're last year's cygnets, all around me. They're absolutely surrounding me everywhere. We've got seals on every rock, bonkers way, all down the coast. These mute swans are after all this lovely green saltwater algae here. I've got 4 or 5 of them there, and I've got another 5 or 6 behind me here. There they are, loads surrounding me, and they're not bothered about my presence whatsoever. How amazing is that, eh? Just sitting here watching these fellas getting on with their day. A couple of big fat seals on the rocks here. They're all looking at me. I've got 5, 6, 7 seals out in the bay, and we've got nearly a dozen swans all around me in the fog across the Kintyre. Wow, this is Scotland, folks. This is out in the wilderness. This is what it's like to be in the wilderness with all these beautiful, beautiful creatures on our planet. I'll leave those guys in peace. Don't get too close to them. I've seen 1 or 2 people on the island stop and get out the cars and approach these guys and the seals as well, and getting right up to them and spooking them off the rocks. You don't want to do that. Keep your distance, eh? It's their world, it's not our world. Anyway, time for a cup of tea. Kettle's on, mother. What's your folks, how are you all doing? More welcome to country and another lovely bloody morning on the island. Just had a nice cup of tea, just got up, just had a nice wash, had a little walk on the beach. It's a bit cloudy today, but there's no wind, which is bloody awesome. We love it when there's no wind. It's a very, very windy isle. In the winter time anyway, it's a windy isle, but we love it, we love it. So I'll be able to get out there today and do a little bit of what we're going to do today. I might go up to the stones, one of the stone circles. There's quite a few on the island. I might go to the stone circles, or we might go up to the waterfalls, up at past Loch Crenzer, up in the hills. I don't know, we'll see how we get on, shall we? I've just got my trial camera in, and probably just mice and bloody rats again. Lovely. today. It's a bit cloudy, a bit messy, just running around on the beach with Skye. Got some drizzle in the air as well. A Scottish mist is freezing. It's Skye. Come on, come on, oi! I think she's on some ice. Some ice is in the bloody little Scottish heather there, just by the wee burn. I hope you can hear me with sound, it's a bit breezy. Skye! Here, come on, good girl, good girl. Come on, come on, come on, come on, here she comes. Ah! Lovely. Oh, I've got the birds all around me as well. Skye's loving it. Oh, it's a bit wet and damp. What are you doing, Skye? What are you doing, Skye? Hey, come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, she's having a wee. She's having a wee. Might do a bit of fishing today. I don't know. I need to get some bait. Got no bait. So my fridge is playing up. I've just rewired my fridge to 12 volts, so get it off the gas. Let's see if it works on the 12 volt for now. Lovely. Catch you later. Microwave meals, which are quite handy. I know they're not the best things in the bloody world, are they? But they are quite handy if you want a quick snack. How do you cook a microwave meal in a van? Obviously you don't want a microwave, the weight, the electric and everything. I've just got my big NGT pot, my big toasty thing, and from NGT. I've got a bit of water in there. Just open that up. Here we can see I've got braised steak and mashed potatoes. I'll give it a stew and mashed potatoes. It's a microwave meal, only a couple of quid. It's ideal. Bit of water in there, close that down, turn it on a very, very low heat, and just let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And you've got your microwave meal cooked. Lovely. There's always a way, eh? There's always a way. I always test with a probe, make sure it's piping hot, guys. Safety, you know, health and safety and food and hygiene. Get a probe in there and make sure it's at optimum cooking temperature. A lovely jubbly. It's a mucky day on the ranch today. Lovely. Right, we'll see what we're doing now. That's been on for about the water bubbling. There we go, nice and steamy and boiling hot. That should be fine now. A nice beef stew and buttery mashed potatoes. I'll get this beauty plated up. Nice beef stew and mashed potatoes with butter and crusty tiger bread. Lovely. All done in my big pan with hot water. Microwave food. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. What a sunset, eh? Bloody glorious. Doing a time lapse with my SLR. Lovely. Oh, lovely jubbly. Nice cup of tea. Cracking. Little tie there. That was off Tim and Georgina. Lovely jubbly for Skye. What we got rocking and rolling in my big pan. This is the beast that you can shove all your ridge monkeys. This is the beast. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. A drop of brown sauce. And a cup of tea. Hey Skye. Lovely. Skye. Just had our dinner. Cheap dessert, which I like. I like to get some cheap yoghurt, some cheap Greek yoghurt. Not the flavoured one, because the flavoured ones are about £1 more per bloody tub. So I'll just get a cheap plain Greek yoghurt. And see, I've had some already. Just take off the top there. And all I get is some various flavourings. This time I've got Madagascan vanilla, lovely jubbly. We've got lots of these flavourings, and just pour some of that in the top. Just a few drops like that. Lovely. Give that a stir. Stir that round just to do the top layer for now, and then I can put it back in the fridge and put some more vanilla in for the next layer. Give that a nice good stir. Got nice honey flavoured, vanilla flavoured, whatever flavour you like. Cheap yoghurt, and it's delicious, nice and cold as well. That's what I do most evenings, is just stare out my window. This beautiful vista I've got of a window here. I've seen so many window views over the last nearly 4 years now. Oh, we've had some amazing views out of Christine's window. The CVUK window view. It's pretty famous, I think. Amazing. I'm looking at the ocean rolling in at the moment. It's just a bit of a day in my life, really, what I do. You know, it's all about vlogging. You know, I'm a full-time vlogger. You know, if I'm not gathering information or gathering references or doing research, I'm filming, out there filming and walking to these spots to try and film and finding these places. If I'm not doing all that, then I'm editing in the van. Doing all the editing and getting all the videos ready and processed. You know, it's this is not. I'm a full-time vlogger, as you know, folks. It's I'm doing it for 5, 6 a week sometimes. I have done for the last 3.5, 4 years, full-time vlogging. And it's not just like a lot of channels. You know, they just put the iPhone up, film themselves, and upload it. All my videos are processed, edited, and produced. You know, I like to try and keep them interesting, a little bit of music or whatever, a lot of interest in them. So I like to keep them as a production, so it's not just a point and shoot like a few channels. You know, there's lots of channels out there and do that. You know, good luck to them. You know, it's the way they do their thing, it's the way I do my thing. There's a lot of other big channels do it all different ways. Everybody does it differently. We're all different our way. That's the beauty about the human race. We're all so different. And we all need to remember that we're all special. Every one of us is special. Anyway, getting away from my YouTube, I've just thought to show this video, the clips basically. You saw me setting it's all about setting the camera up, getting the right light, the right time of day, that right opportunity, those magic moments and things like that. It's very difficult sometimes, especially whether in Scotland in the winter. It's very difficult to get the right light and the right conditions to film. So it's you know, you'll see a clip. It's probably took 4 or 5 clips to get that one clip, if you know what I mean. Or I've tried to film a particular site that I want to look at, and I've had to come back another day because the conditions haven't been right. So it's a long process in producing. I'm talking about producing videos here, not just point and shoot and upload. But so it is a full-time occupation. I've just spent the last 6 hours. Now I started about 10 o'clock after my breakfast this morning. It's 5 o'clock now, so 7 hours I've been editing. Just editing totally for 7 hours, and that's probably just one video. 1 half-hour video takes about 6, 7 hours from start to finish in the editing studio anyway. Plus you got all the processing of gathering the film and the media files and all the information and all the research. But I do love it. I love what I do. I love editing. I mean, you've got to pace yourself. Sometimes I'll get blown out. Like at the moment, I'm a bit washed out with doing it today. So I've just stopped now. Just to do. I'm doing a bit more filming again. I'm still working, as you can see. But I'm going to stop in a minute, go outside and go for a nice long walk, just to freshen myself up and get myself in that happy spot again. Very easy to get yourself into a happy spot when you're in a van. Unlike an house, you know, if you're living in bricks and mortar, it's hard to just step out from what you're doing for a moment. But in a van, you can just go where you like and step outside, and the whole world is good again in this beautiful kingdom of ours. And the Isle of Arran is amazing. So that's just basically a day in my life. You know, you saw me filming there, walking the dog as well. That's what I do every day, walking the dog. I'm either walking the dog, filming, editing, walking the dog, filming, editing, eating, van tucker. And that's it. It's an ever evolving circle. But it's not all roses. I want to get that across in van life, folks. It is not all roses. You see these lovely Instagram videos and these TikTok videos spanning around and all that. You know, I do it myself, but I try to keep it real on my channel. Everybody that watches me knows that I keep it, and everyone that's met me knows exactly what you get on my film is what you see. I try to keep, on those waves crashing out there are amazing tonight. I try to keep it as real as I can. But it's not all roses, it really isn't, and I've just come off the back of 2 weeks of pretty much hell really in my head. This is my world I'm talking about, in my foggy head up here, this mushy peas up here which has been smashed about. Had a good kick in from when my poor dear beautiful wife Christine was killed. I suffer with anxiety, depression. I was on tablets for years and years. I've just started to wean off the tablets only the last few months ago. So I'm not on the tablets no more. This is my doctor now. This is my doctor. This is my doctor, my van, and living in our kingdom. So I kicked all that now, and I still suffer with depression. Sometimes I leave the window open slightly or the doors ajar slightly, and those little buggers, the demons, come in and they get in sometimes, especially when things go wrong in the van, because when it's your home and things go wrong, it's the end of the world, folks. It seems like the end of the world. I've had many situations in my van life where, oh my God, this is it, it's all over. But you always get through, you always find a way to really get through, and it's all up here. It really is. I must think more positive, so it's not all roses in the van. I have some really bad, to say I've just had a couple of bad weeks where I've had probably 6 or 7 things go wrong in the van, all within a week, 2 week period, and it got on top of me to a point where I thought, oh, I've had enough of this. I really had enough of this. Didn't last long, mind you. As soon as I stepped outside, or as soon as Skye looked at me or put her head on my lap, I was good again. See you guys, it's my anxiety with losing my wife. I do suffer with it badly sometimes, but it's so much better now in van life. But anyway, I had so many things go wrong with van. We had the petrol leak, the diesel leak, the clutch is going. I've got it booked into a garage on the island, and took about 2 weeks to get in. So it's booked in the garage in a week's time. God knows what that's going to be. If it needs a new clutch, oh blimey, Riley, that's going to be a bleeding nightmare. And the petrol leak, hopefully it's just a cracked hose or something, and nothing serious, the same as the oil leak. Blimey, I'm bleeding right. I got out of bed the other night. This is all happened in the last week and a half, folks. Got out of my bed the other night. I had fish and chips the night before, fried some fresh chips, peeled some potatoes, fried some fresh chips in my pan on the stove. Got up in the morning, knocked the bloody pan of oil over. Just knocked it as I went past, you know, blurry-eyed in the morning, trying to get the kettle on for a cup of tea. Knocked the bleeding pot over full of oil, all over my bloody legs, all over the carpets, down the cupboard, and all over the power stations that I've got down there. What a freaking mess that was. Took me ages to get, you can imagine trying to get oil up. Carpets are ruined, so I'm going to have to change the carpets, even though they're just throw-on carpets that I've got in the van. I do change them quite regular anyway, because it gets to the point where you can't clean the bloody things, especially leaving full time in the winter with all that mud out there, and a dog as well. You know, it's just better to change them every 6 months. So I'm going to have to change all my carpets down there with that bloody oil. That was a pain in the frigging arse. So you got the oil leak, you got the oil spill, the chip oil spill, diesel leak, clutch, oil leak. Then my power started playing up a few days later. The voltage from the alternator to the my engine battery, 12.5, and it should be 14. What the hell's going on? I fitted an alternator 6 months ago down on the south coast, as you know. Well, what's going on now? If that goes, I'm dead in the water. If I haven't got 14 volts coming in to charge my power systems via my inverter, then I'm dead in the water. I would have to give the game up. And it took me about, you know, it took me 7 out nearly all day to sort that problem out, and it was such a stupid problem in the end. Well, not stupid, I diagnosed it down in the end. I started changing all the wiring looms, doing all the usual stuff with the alternator that I did 12 months ago. I thought, is the alternator gone? Can't, it's brand new. I found a friend, he said, well, it could be the alternator. I thought, it can't be the alternator. I thought, I'm messing about, changing this, disconnecting that, changing that. And in the end, all it is the alternator sits on the shell of the body through a swing bolt, and it swings the alternator like that, locked into the chassis of the body. And then you've got another locking plate that locks it in, so you tighten up the belt. And all it was, that locking bolt that goes in, now that locking bolt into that alternator is as tight as anything. Now that's where you get the earth for the alternator to work properly, to get that proper flow current going through the right ampage. I thought, it's got to be a bad earth on that alternator. So I took the alternator off. She's 7 hours in now again. Took it off about 3 times. Took it off, and I wire brushed all where the actual alternator fits to the chassis, where the bolt goes. Wire brushed all that. Screwed the alternator back on. Put the belt, tightened the belt back up, turned it on. Still 12.5 volts. I thought, oh my God. I thought, it's got to be that bloody earth. It's got to be that earth. I went back to the bolt on the old, even though it was tight, I got my big long spanner on it and just give it another, just another 2mm wrench, really as tight as I could. Turn the engine on, 14.2 volts. Bloody earths, I tell you. Earths on these old vans, they get you in circles, they tie you in knots, they really do, the earths on these old vans. So that was that. What else went wrong? Fridge is packed up. Been running for 4 years. 3-way fridge, guys. It's not a compressor fridge. It's ammonia liquid kind of fridge. And I did talk how those worked in a video many moons ago. It packed up, so I tipped it upside down like you do to get the liquids flowing through. Left it in the van upside down for a couple of days, roaming around the bloody countryside on that Arran. After 2 days, put it back up, rewired it back in, re-gassed it back up, turned it on, and it's still not bloody working. So what the hell's going on with that now? So I'm going to try, and what I'm going to do is take it off there, stop using the gas because it's not working on gas for some reason. Don't know why now. It should be working with those liquids running around now. It might do after a couple of days it's settled down, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to wire it up to one of my power stations. Just wire it up to one of my power stations and try it like that. But I've got a coil box down there, belt and braces, you know me, belt and braces. Something goes wrong, I've always got something to back it up. So I've got a coil box down there, but there's no bloody freezer on that. But that'll do to keep my meats and my milk and my butter nice and chilled. What else went wrong? A couple of other things went wrong, but it's all happened in about 10 days. I thought, I've had enough of it. I've really had enough of this. I just sat down and said, come on Steve, get on of yourself. Do one problem at a time, sort one problem at a time and go on to the next one. Work it out logically, sensibly, diagnose it correctly and work on to the next one and you'll get through this. But it was all right, you know. A few hours later I was fine, in happy land again. That's the beauty about van life. It don't last long, guys, if you do get down. So van life is not all roses. It can be a freaking nightmare. And I've just watched a YouTube, TikTok, I don't know who it was. They were in their van, I think they're in Spain somewhere. They said, we've had a major disaster in the van. I thought, oh, here we go, another bloody clickbait. And they turned the camera around to the van, and the van was on its side. They'd gone up this mound on this mountain or something, and the van had tipped over, a brand new van had tipped over on its side. That's a bleeding drama. That's a drama in life. I've been close a few times to tipping Christine over. I've been stuck many times, but that's a drama, guys. And they will get through it. They will find a way to get through it and get back on the road again. It's hard to do it sometimes, and it's hard to think positive sometimes, it really is. But van life is not all roses. Just believe me, it is 99% of the time, but you will have issues. You will have problems, you'll have arguments, you'll have problems with your van, you get stuck in the middle of nowhere, you'll have no heating, or something will go desperately wrong, but just fight your way through it. As I've done for the last 4 years. All good fun. Anyway, I'm rambling and on. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Give me a like, share and subscribe. Let's get this bloody channel rocking. Bloody hell, I don't know what's going on with my channel. It's so slow. It's like trying to walk through a bloody treacle, and I'm putting the bloody content out there. I don't understand what's going on. You get some awful channels out there. Awful channels. Content's awful, filming's awful, sound's awful. They're getting thousands of subscribers and views. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I really don't know how it works. You know, I've done all the usual things, the right hashtags, thumbnails and all that business. All the sharing, I've done all that, but anyway, we'll still keep cracking. I'll keep pumping out. Because I love you guys, I love you lot to pieces. I do it, you know, not only for my own well-being, but you guys are a major part of keeping me sane. You really are. I love you all to pieces, I really do. So till the next video, stop rambling stories, till the next video, this has gone on a bit now, the chat on the end. Till the next video, that's just a day of my life in the van life. Hope you enjoyed that. Give me a comment, a share and a like and everything down below. Thanks for all my lovely super chats in the week. I will give you a mention in the next videos. My super chats and buy me Skye treats. You know, makes our week, it does, when we can go to the pub and have a special treat on you folks. It's lovely. Skye can have a special treat as well. Brightens our week up on these miserable bloody days. Oh, it is awful out there, but it's still lovely. Still lovely to be here on the Isle of Arran. Catch you later, folks. Don't forget, stay happy, be good, enjoy life, and stay cosy. Ta-ra.